everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. Now, my guest today is Ariane Poole. Ariane has been working now with 60 and Me for many years, and we love talking to her. She is an absolute expert in all things makeup, beauty, and just positive aging. And Ariane is actually featured a lot now on QVC UK and also at TVSN in Australia. Her products are fabulous, and we've got lots of questions for her from the community. So welcome, Ariane.
Hi there, Margaret. It's so lovely to see you. And hi, everyone out there.
You know, our community loves you. I mean, as I said, you've been working with us now for 4 years. And I think we always ask them, what questions have you got for Ariane? And these ones today, we've got some questions for you that, come up repeatedly. So are you ready for a go?
I am ready.
Okay. So one thing, of course, is as we age, our skin tone changes. And I think a lot of women like to have a foundation on. You know, it sort of kind of gives a palette for, playing with makeup. Yeah. But there's a lot of confusion about BB creams and CC creams. Mm-hmm. What are they? How do they differ from a regular cream or whatever foundation? Can you help us?
Do you know what? I'm really glad that question has been asked because it is one of the questions that when I do my talks and things like that, I'm answering a lot of times.
Okay.
And it is really confusing. A BB cream it stands for blemish balm. Okay. Now, we in the West think blemishes as spots like pimples and things like that. But where it was originally developed, it was for the Far East, for women who had procedures done like microdermabrasion and things like that. And it was to get rid of the brown spots. So what a BB cream does is if you've had like microdermabrasion or laser treatment or something like that, you would put on a BB cream, which is really thick and quite hydrating and very high SPFs always, right. And that's what it was there for. So here we think, blemishes, it's a spot. So if I've got a sort of maybe an oily or an acne-prone skin, even as we get older, we still can have those kind of issues.
Exactly.
We reach for a BB cream, and we're like, heck, this is not working for us. This is not great. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of BB creams.
Okay.
Let me
so while you're getting that, just to say that a BB cream tends to be a little bit thicker, high coverage, and maybe a little bit more oily, and again, not for acne, but for brown spots or just for those things that happen when you're aging. I should try it on my skin. Actually, I got a few.
Yeah, the BB creams are heavier. Now, I've got 3 BB creams here. I've got my one.
Okay.
I have got a Clarins one, and I've got a brand new. This is really cool. This is an Estee Lauder one, and it's in a compact. Now, most BB creams, as I've just held up, come in tubes. But let me show you how thick they are because they are quite dense.
That's useful.
So if you're somebody who doesn't like heavy coverage, you're not going to be racing to get this because it's going to be too much for you. Okay, so let me just pop that on. So I'm going to put... And I've used shades that are not my correct shade just so that you can see it against my skin. Okay. I'm not saying that this is, let me try to open this up. I'm not trying to say that this is how you should be wearing it and making it a darker color. Okay. So, and this is interesting. This one is the Estee Lauder one. This is brand new out. And it's got like a little spongy thing here.
A cushion.
So a cushion. And it's rather cool, actually. This one is not as thick as some of the other ones. So if you are looking for ones that are not as heavy in the BB cream department, but you can see these are quite...
Oh, wow. Yes, you can. Yeah. But you sometimes need that. I mean, if you have got spots, and of course, you're using a darker shade here for this demonstration.
Because if it's on my skin and it matched my skin, you might not see the difference. So this is my one. This is the Clarins one. And this is the Estee Lauder one. But as you can see, they're a little bit more heavy. They're a little bit more covering. So if you need that coverage and you like that coverage and you want that higher SPF level, this is something that you choose. But if you've got an oily skin, stay away.
Okay. It's funny. I actually went into a shop the other day and I looked at the Estee Lauder one. I was very curious about it too. And I looked at it, and it's very light, but I didn't see it was that much different than like the It Cosmetics does a really high SPF foundation as well, which I do use sometimes. Yeah. So I think it's just they're all suited to your skin absorption and just just your individual situation. Check them out.
Yeah, but the one big thing is, do not think that if you've got an oily skin and you've got prone to breakouts occasionally, that is the thing for you to choose. A BB cream is what you should not be using.
Okay.
So
Okay, so I've actually seen women do what you just do, like in the shops, putting all this on their hands because it really is a bit confusing. So how would you compare that to a CC cream?
Okay, a CC cream everyone can use, okay? It's a complexion corrector,
Okay,
okay?
okay,
So it's, when your skin sometimes just looks a little bit dull, a little bit lifeless, a little bit
yes,
blah. That's the thing. So CC creams come along and they have got these brightening aspects in it. So everyone's CC cream has got a slightly different angle, but they're more or less similar. They
okay,
brighten the complexion up. They're lighter weight than the BB creams. Anybody can use it, so it's not specifically, they're not going to have a high SPF on them. They usually are used underneath a foundation or something like that to brighten up the skin.
okay.
Say if you've been on medication or you've been on a course of antibiotics or something like that, or it's just the change of season, because I know that sometimes when it goes from summer to autumn, my skin looks a little bit
Yeah,
like
mine
dull.
too.
It looks weird.
Hmm.
I don't quite know. And that's the time that you might choose a CC cream. So I've got a couple of CC creams. Okay, so I've got the Clinique one here, and I've got my one here as well.
Okay,
So I'm going to just open up the Clinique one, and again, color-wise, I'm not saying that this is the color for my skin. I'm just showing you. Now my CC cream is a little bit different because it's a funny color, but a lot of them are these kind of weird, like a weird
okay,
color, because this is the brightening aspect. Some of them have color, some of them don't. So I wanted to show you two different kinds.
right.
With this one, I know it looks like it's going to go on like a bluey kind of gray, but as you put it on
I
the
can see.
skin, it
Yeah,
actually goes to a
yeah,
skin color, and it comes in different shades, but it does go to a color. And the same thing with the Clinique one. It's really lovely. They're much lighter weight than the BB creams.
they seem very luminescent, like almost like
That's
a
it.
shiny,
Yeah,
which is nice for the evening. I mean, it's a really nice look. Did you say that you would put it on underneath your foundation or about on top?
no, you can put it on underneath your
Okay,
foundation. You can wear it on its own if you don't need very much coverage. They tend to have not a really high coverage. And so if you're somebody
okay.
who wants something that's lightweight, then by all means, choose something like that. That's perfect.
So is it, Ariane, in place of a primer, or would
Yeah,
you?
you can use it in place of a primer.
Okay, now you're actually Ultimate Face Tint, which is my go-to foundation. I absolutely adore it. I wear it all the time when out in the world. It has, you say on the packaging, it's a CC, BB, and
Yeah.
primer. I think you say. Do you want to explain
It's
that?
everything. Because again, what you were saying, just do you put this on underneath your foundation, and do you put it gets very confusing for
Yeah,
everyone. And I'm 100%. I understand that too, because how many layers can you put on? I mean,
exactly. They start rubbing off on each other. So what's the
that's
point?
exactly right. So a lot of the ladies that I was working with,
Yeah.
whether it's private clients or doing red carpet things or doing even doing talks, they were all saying the same thing. When do I use this? When do I use
Right.
that? Do I
Right. Right.
combine this together? How do I? And literally, they were trying 3 or 4 different products on their face, and
Right. Right.
it's not time efficient, and also too, like you said, they kind of rub off on each other. So with the Ultimate Face Tint, I decided to do a primer, a BB, a CC, a tinted moisturizer, and a foundation all rolled up into one. You're thinking, oh my gosh, a BB cream is supposed to be much heavier,
Yeah.
but because it made it so that it's pigment rich, you get that coverage, but it's got the light weight and the glow of the CC. So it's got all of the things, and it was a real toughie to do. I'm not going to say that was an easy task to make this. It does work.
Well, I know that's one of your best sellers for that very reason. And I think that what I like about it is it's super light. Like it doesn't look like you're wearing a lot of makeup, but you get that, you said that pigmentation, you get a little bit of color, which makes it the point of putting foundation on for me. Otherwise I just use moisturizer on my face.
Well,
So.
exactly. And if you're somebody who is not a fan or doesn't want heavy coverage, it's the product to use. If you're somebody who really likes, much more opaque coverage, so you really need the coverage. I'm trying to struggle with those words there.
No, but I know what you mean.
Then if you want heavier coverage, then it's not the product for you.
Right.
So there's stuff out there, and there's something I'm going to show you in another video.
Okay.
That I want to share with you. That's a really neat product that's just come out. It's an Estee Lauder one again, but yeah.
Teaser. No, this is great though. I'm really happy that you gave us a difference between CC cream and BB cream. I hope that's cleared up for everybody. By the way, if you've got any questions, as Ariane and I tend to get really carried away when we talk, and we sometimes talk fast, and we sometimes don't ask all the questions. But if you've got any questions, just leave it in the section below, because Ariane checks the comments after we release these videos, and she's just here for you. So thanks again for everything you do for us, and we'll talk again soon.
Bye.
Thanks, Ariane. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our 60andMe YouTube channel and also visit our website. We are a strong and dynamic community of women over 60. We're challenging aging stereotypes, and every day we share fascinating stories, interesting questions, and great conversation.